Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is David, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. And if you've been watching my channel for a while now, welcome back. So the novel that I will be reviewing today is The Adventures of Robin Hood by Roger Lancelyn Green. Not sure if I've said that right, but for the remainder of this review video, I will be referring to the author as simply as Roger Green. So I originally picked up Robin Hood in one of my local supermarkets during the original phases of lockdown over here in the UK, when the only things that were open were the supermarkets and the drugstores. So I mean, this is one of the supermarkets that sells more than food. It sells I wouldn't say a wide variety of things, but one of the things that they had was books, and I picked this one up. And I've heard of Robin Hood. There is loads and loads of adaptations, like book adaptations of movies and TV series. And I don't know whether this is the original, the original story. I doubt it. I always saw it as kind of a not a continuation, but more of a retelling of the classic story. When you open the book, it does have a dedication page as well, along with a introduction page. It's which I read obviously before I started. Not sure who that is by. I'm not sure. If you know who this John person is, let me know in the comments down below. But I'm not aware of anything that the guy has actually wrote before. Also, it has a author notes by Roger Green. And I think I found this slightly more interesting than the introduction by John. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm always reading the author introductions to all these books that I read. And another thing as well, the book is split up into obviously chapters. And before every chapter, like chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on and so forth, it has a little blurb at the start of every chapter. And this is something that's reoccurring throughout the whole book. For example, this is one of them here. And the way it's written is incredibly, I would say old school, but it's extremely hard to actually read and understand after you've read it. You're thinking, I've absolutely no idea what I've just read. Also, all the chapters are really short, so if you are in a rush or if you're a slow reader, then that's a plus for you. Also, it does have some, I wouldn't say beautiful or fantastic pictures in it, but it has some adequate pictures in it. That's one. Just try to find another one for you. And there's another one as well. Sometimes they sometimes they take up half the page, and sometimes they take up the whole page, like this one. So let's get down to some interesting facts about Roger Green. Roger Green was a British author, and he was born on the 2nd of November 1918, and he died on the 8th of October 1987. Also, Roger Green was a professional actor, librarian, and a teacher. And during his time at Oxford, he was a part of a group that called themselves the Inklings, or the Inklings Club. And two members of this club were C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Narnia series, as well as J.R.R. Tolkien, who obviously wrote The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, as well as some other novels also as well. And as I always say in all my videos, this novel was published in the year of 1956. So before I get into my main focus of the storyline for this novel, I just want to say my usual stuff. This is going to be a spoiler-free video. I'm not going to spoil anything on from this novel if you plan to read this version of Robin Hood. And this is going to be my own thoughts and opinions regarding this novel. I'm not trying to pretend to be an expert on Robin Hood. I'm not saying that I've read every single Robin Hood novel out there and I've watched every single Robin Hood movie. This is going to be just a video about my personal opinions regarding the Adventures of Robin Hood by Roger Green. So, what's the main storyline for this book? Obviously, it focuses around Robin Hood. And if you don't know anything about Robin Hood, then I'm going to explain it to you more clearly, or try to. Robin Hood is an extremely talented archer. He never misses his targets, and he is the best archer, probably in, well, definitely in Sherwood Forest, but probably in the whole of England. No one can top Robin Hood with his archery skills. He is also very religious, and he is very dedicated towards, and he's very dedicated towards the true King of England, which is called King Richard. King Richard has been going off to wars recently, and he's been imprisoned, and he's awaiting a bail. You know, someone to give the jailers a large sum of money so they can release King Richard, so he can go back to his native homelands. So, but Robin and his merry men are very dedicated and loyal towards King Richard. But during the time of King Richard's imprisonment, his younger brother, who is called Prince John, has actually taken up the mantle of the King of England. Even though he's not technically the king, he has taken up the job. And this has happened, and Robin is very unhappy that this has actually happened, and he has some help as well along this way. He has followers. He has the Sheriff of Nottingham, which you would think that would be the main villain of the story, but Prince John is the main villain of this story, and the Sheriff of Nottingham works under him, and he's kind of a like a side villain. We also have another villain, or another bad guy, called Sir Guy of Gisborne. I probably said that wrong, but I'll refer to him as Sir Guy. Sir Guy is infatuated and in love with Maid Marian, who runs off and goes into Sherwood Forest to be with Robin Hood, because she says to everyone and her father that Robin is the only one that Marian wants to marry and be with, and no one else will be able to marry her or actually be with her, because she's not interested in being with anyone else apart from Robin. Marian, even though she's a princess and of royal blood, she isn't ladylike at all. She dresses up a lot like all the other merry men, and she doesn't wear any frilly dresses or have her hair all done up or makeup or any of that. She technically is a tomboy and one of the main. She's just like an ordinary guy in the merry men group of guys. She takes up archery as well, and she is a good fighter. She's tough, and she is really, really useful and good to have on your side when there's a battle going on. Trust me, you want to have Marian on your side. And the storyline isn't very linear. It's broken up, because each chapter focuses around Robin Hood going off and having these kind of adventures where he goes off, and his merry men are like telling him, oh, have you heard of this person? They are really good at archery. Or this person, they are a really good fighter. And when Robin finds out about this, for example, when he finds out about Friar Tuck, he goes off and finds, in order to find Friar Tuck, for example, and Friar Tuck says to him that, oh, I'm trying to find this mystical figure, or this man in Sherwood Forest called Robin Hood. And at this time, they don't know that they are actually physically talking to Robin Hood himself. They don't know this. They think he's just an ordinary, just another bloke. And then they have maybe a fight, and where it's like an honest fight without where Robin doesn't actually cheat. He goes all out when he has these battles with these guys. and they beat him in a fair fight, and then he says, "Oh, by the way, I'm Robin Hood. Why don't you join our group of merry men in Sherwood Forest and yeah, show Prince John what's what, and and all that." And you would think that as he gets all these guys that actually come along with him to actually join his cause, that someone would actually say, "Oh, you've gone all this, you've actually got this big group of guys that have individually proved that they can kick your ass in a fair fight. Why should we follow someone that we could very easily, like, kick your ass and just take over and just have a little mutiny or something?" But no, that's not the case at all. It's never brought up. It's never even suggested throughout the whole book. All of Robin Hood's merry men are extremely loyal to Robin and his cause and what he actually represents, and to Robin as a person. They are extremely loyal to him. And as I said, it's a very loose plot. Prince John finds out that Robin has been kind of leading a double life, where he's been living in this massive mansion, like a castle type of thing, and he is a earl, kind of like how Bruce Wayne was Batman. That's more or less the type of thing. And how when Robin is actually found out that he is who he is, that he's been leading this double life, Prince John kind of strips him of his title, and he runs off into the forest of Sherwood, where he continues being Robin Hood. And you would think that throughout the whole story it would be about Robin trying to avenge what's actually happened to him, and in a way it is, but it's very hard to describe. It kind of like goes off into its own way, where he meets all these individual people along the way. And along the story, at some point he actually meets a witch who can actually shapeshift. And when that happened in the story, I thought it was extremely out of left field. I was wondering, okay, where the hell did this come out from? I mean, why are we suddenly talking about a witch that can actually shapeshift? But that was just one of them things. Along the story, as the story goes on, we find out that they do have battles in this story, and you're probably thinking, okay, Robin is an archer, and the merry men are archers as well. And does anyone actually get hurt and killed in this book? Yes, some people do get shot, and people do die in this book. Some people get shot in the neck, in the arms, and the legs. I'm pretty sure someone actually got shot in the arse at one point as well. And yes, people do die within this book. So not many people. It's not bloody. But when they have battles, it says that some people do get decapitated. Like, I'm pretty sure Robin decapitates someone and puts their head in a bag and carries it around. Well, I'm pretty sure. I can't really remember. But it's not all butterflies and sunshine, this book. It does have bloody scenes in it. Not many, but it is scattered throughout this book. So I won't say what happens at the end, but exactly what happens at the end. But at the end, Prince John kind of catches Robin Hood, and it's about him trying to escape, and there's rumours that King Richard might be coming back to Sherwood or Nottingham, and how Prince John, who is sometimes referred to as King John in this novel. So if you're reading this and it's referring to as Prince John, and then it goes on and mentions King John, it's just the same type of person. John refers to himself as the King of England, even though he's not technically the like true king. So that's basically the main storyline, really, about how Robin Hood tries to be a pain in the ass to the Sheriff of Nottingham. How he also he actually cross dresses in this book as well. Sometimes Robin dresses like a woman, so there is parts of cross dressing, and how he wears all these disguises as well to try to fool people, especially when he goes into having all these competitions, these archery competitions, to win all these arrows as well. He never steals from anybody that cannot give him money. So if you are poor and if you have only a small amount of money on you and you can prove this to him, he won't take it. He will invite you to have a meal with him, and he will potentially give you more money if you are truthful to him. Because along this way, I mean, throughout this book, you do encounter some people that are come across Robin Hood and his merry men, and they tell him, "Oh, we don't have any money. We've only got about 10 coins of silver on us." And then Robin tells his merry men, "Oh, search them, turn out their pockets, put everything that they have on this blanket," and they turn out to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of all these coins on them, and loads of money that they were deceitful that they didn't actually have in the first place. This happens several times in the book, and whenever it happens, you're like thinking in the back of your mind, you know what's going to happen. You know these people are being deceitful, but they're just trying to deceive Robin Hood and his and his merry men, and trying to go on them in their way. But yeah, that's the main story of Robin Hood. Yeah. Also, I just want to say as well that this story, I mean, I'm not going to spoil the ending, guys. I'm not going to say what happens at the end, so don't worry. But I will say this: the ending isn't a happy one. So if you're going to be saying, "Oh, I'm going to read Robin Hood and it's going to be like a really, really happy ending," it doesn't have a happy ending, guys. It has more of a I wouldn't say like a sad ending. I would say it's more of a emotional ending. But try to remember that going into this book. So let's go into the likes and dislikes. First, the likes. I mean, I suppose I like the storyline. The character of Robin Hood is a classic character in children's literature, and it's. I mean, the story is okay. Some of the merry men characters are fun to read, like Will Scarlet and Friar Tuck and Little John. And the pictures are cool to look at as well. The dislikes are that it's not a linear story. It does kind of deviate from its main storyline and seems to go off and do its other thing and actually do other things. And the language is sometimes its downfall as well, because the language in this is very hard to read at some points, and it can result in it being boring and dragging a lot as well. Is it a bad book? No, it isn't. But it's a book that if it's raining outside and you have nothing to do, or if you're in a reading slump and you want to pick up something easy and quick and simple to read, then this is the book that you should pick up. So, closing thoughts. Should you get this book? If you like children's literature and you want to get into Robin Hood's, again, I don't know if this is a great place to start with Robin Hood's, or if you should maybe read the original book, or whether you should read another series of this character. I'm not sure. But when it comes to the Adventures of Robin Hood by Roger Green, yeah, I mean, if you can find it relatively cheaply, or if you're trying to get into children's literature or Robin Hood as a character, then yeah, I mean, it's something really, it's an instant read. It's not going to blow your mind. It's not going to be the most fantastic thing you've ever read in your whole life. But it's definitely worth a shot, guys. It's definitely worth Did you get that? It's definitely worth a shot. But yeah, I mean, seriously, guys, if you can find it and it's relatively cheaply, or if this is going to be your type of thing to read, then yeah, sure. So what rating do I give The Adventures of Robin Hood by Roger Green? I was going to give it a 3 stars, but because it dragged a bit for me, even though I did like the story, even though I did enjoy it, but it did drag a lot, as I said, I am going to give it a 2.5 stars out of 5. So that's my review on Robin Hood, guys. Let me know if you've liked it, if you've liked this video, if you've enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and a massive like down below. Comment down below. Let me know if you have read this book, if you're planning to read it. Let me know what you thought of this video as well. And also let me know what your favourite Robin Hood adaptation is, whether it's a novel, whether it's a comic book, whether it's a movie, whether it's a TV series. Let me know what your favourite adaptation of Robin Hood is down below. Mine would probably be the Kevin Costner movie. Or the Disney movie. That's a good one as well, with Robin Hood as a fox. And if you like this video as well, please consider subscribing to my channel. I upload every Monday and Friday, and if you do subscribe to my channel, please click on the little bell notification, just so you know whenever I upload videos as well. And if you aren't sure whether you want to subscribe or not, that's perfectly fine. Look at my other videos. I've got plenty of videos to choose from. And I'll give you an idea if you will like listening to me droning on and on and on about books. So guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep reading. And I will see you whenever I see you.